Hey guys, TGKS Productions. In this Reddit Online video, we're going to be doing a compilation of the animal spirits in online and showing you how you can have a ghost party. So if you're unaware of what I am talking about by the animal spirits, essentially with the natural role update, if you invest in that role, there are actually 4 vitalism studies you can also invest in that all cost gold, and these were sort of part of the drip feed content of the update or extending content of the natural role update, but they're all online at this point. And essentially, if you invest in one of these vitalism studies, again, there are 4 of them, and you activate them. I'm not going to be talking about how you sort of activate them in this video. I have videos dedicated to all the vitalism studies, so I'll leave some of those in the description. Again, there are 4 of them, but once you activate them, you actually have the option to spawn the animal spirit version of that vitalism study at your camp. So just go over the requirements on how to spawn these animal spirits. As I say there numerous times, there are 4 of these vitalism studies. 3 out of the 4 cost gold, and you must be invested in the naturalist role in order to gain any of these vitalism studies. So I guess the first requirement would be you have to be invested in the naturalist role. The second one is you have to activate them. So whether you activate the free one or you purchase the other 3, you have to activate them, which I cover those in different videos. And then the third requirement would be you have to have the correct Herietum officinalis in order to burn at your camp between 8:30 p.m. and 5:30 a.m. in-game time. So if you fulfilled the previous requirements that I just stated, you will be able to travel to your camp. And it could even be, it doesn't have to necessarily be your camp, it could also be a friend's camp. But if you travel to your camp or another player's camp, and again, between sort of that time period, you will be able to spawn these animal spirits. It will take 1 Herietum officinalis to spawn each one. Again, there are 4 of them total. So, and again, that all is based off the requirements you have to fulfill. So I'm going to show you me spawning them here right now. So those are the animal spirits that you can spawn. It sort of puts you in this eagle eye type mode when you're viewing these animal spirits. What is actually very odd is it would only let me spawn 3 out of 4 of these. I had more than enough Herietum officinalis to spawn all 4 of them. I'm not exactly sure why the 4th one wouldn't spawn, and that is actually the wild boar that is also a vitalism study in Reddit Online. I activated this in my video when I covered this vitalism study. However, I tried this numerous times at my camp, and the wild boar would not spawn. I even checked out 1 or 2 other videos. They also couldn't get that to spawn. So I'm not really sure what is up there. I don't know if that's a bug or there's just a limit on you being able to only spawn 3 of these vitalism studies. However, if that was the case, you would think that the wild boar would spawn at least some of the time, because I tried this 3 or 4 times, checked out some other videos. No one was able to get the wild boar to spawn. So I'm not really sure what is up there. I don't know if that's a bug or, I really don't have an answer for you, to be completely honest. So if someone has an answer to that that's watching this video, definitely leave a comment. But it is very odd that only 3 out of the 4 are able to spawn. So just to state some other facts that I found out about these vitalism studies, you might have seen towards the beginning of the video, my friend actually burned some Herietum officinalis. Even if you activated all these vitalism studies, you're at the same camp as another player spawning these. you cannot see your friend's animal spirits. I believe you can spawn them at the same time, but you can't see. Your friend's not gonna be able to see your animal spirits, and you're not gonna be able to see their animal spirits, even if you both activated them. So that's a little bit odd. But only one player, or the player who burnt the Heritum Opus Analysis, will be able to see the animal spirits. Something else I was also able to figure out as I was doing my test for this is you'll see coming up that it is going to be the correct time to spawn these animal spirits. However, you'll see that it does not give me the option to burn these Heritum Ovens. And if I didn't mention before, you also have to be sitting at your camp in order to have that option to burn them. If you're standing up, you have to either be sitting or resting. If you're standing up or walking around, you're not going to get that option. But also, if you're sitting and you don't have the option to burn them, obviously either could be that you don't have enough with you. But if you have enough with you, one thing that I was able to figure out is if you sort of go, I guess, AFK at your camp for an entire day or until the next cycle, you're able to spawn these again. You have to actually ride a fair amount away from your camp. I'd say about a half a mile. I actually show you on the map here how far I had to actually ride away from my camp. And if you ride back, you'll have that option again. So that is a little bit odd. If you haven't left your camp since you previously spawned them, you do have to leave, sort of travel a certain distance away and then travel back. So that is definitely interesting, but that is something I was able to figure out as I was testing these. Something else I was also able to figure out, I actually knew this from the past when I tested these originally, or each animal individually, but if you do get up in the middle of this sort of animal spirit connection, they will disappear. Because that's actually, I actually have a broken L3 button on my controller. I didn't even mean to get up here, but I accidentally did. And you can see they immediately disappeared. So that is definitely, you can't really interact with these. You sort of just have to watch them. As you saw earlier in the video, the connection will last between 30 seconds to a minute, so somewhere in between that time, but you cannot interact with them, which is unfortunate. You really can't get up and close to them. You can't really get a close, photograph of them. So that is somewhat unfortunate. But yeah, you pretty much just have to be sitting or resting at your camp and just observe them for that 30 seconds to a minute. But in any case, guys, that's pretty much everything I want to share with you in this video. That is essentially how you are able to spawn these animal spirits or have this animal spirit connection in Red Dead Online that are tied to the vitalism studies, that are further tied to the naturalist role, and ultimately how to have a cool ghost party, I guess you could say, in Red Dead Online as well. But as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it beneficial. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video. Be sure to comment if you have any questions. And as always, have a great day.